Growth bites.
Welcome back to the bro
podcast. This is for the bros.
Welcome back to the Growth Bites podcast. I'm Sheena. This is B, and we are fresh out the gym
Sweaty
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still sweating, but it's also cold, so we're freezing. We got our protein going. You know, this is it today. This is what you get today. And so we're just gonna go through these questions, all the questions that keep getting submitted, which is so
we got
exciting.
3 new questions.
So we're just gonna roll through these because that's where we're at today.
Yes. Okay, so we got a new question that says, life after toxic relationships, finding yourself, healing, sitting with emotions. Not really a question, but I'm assuming you want some advice on life after toxic relationships and finding yourself and healing and sitting with the emotions. So let's start with the first one. Life after toxic relationships.
So describe a toxic relationship for me.
Ugh. Oh, which one do you want me to talk about? Which one do you want me to start with? Okay, so there was high school.
Okay.
High school, physically abusive, emotionally
Oh my
abusive.
Okay, well, that's abusive.
Yes.
Is that the same as toxic?
Well, yeah, because you're going back and forth. Kind of the whole point is that you can't leave each other alone. You're hurting each other,
And
but
you're
you can't leave each
deliberately
other
hurting
alone.
each other.
Right.
That's what makes it toxic?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's that type of toxic.
Oh, abusive toxic.
Abusive toxic. And then there is like you're dating a person with an addiction toxic. You should probably know a little bit about this.
Yep.
Addiction
lot about
toxic
that.
of just you're trying to help them. It's not working.
Okay. I never really thought about that as toxic. But that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's not
mad at you, mood swings.
It's not healthy.
It's always like this.
Oh, yeah.
Never like
robotic,
this.
no connection.
I mean, I feel like there's so many different types of toxic. There's just so many.
Okay,
And then
let's look up a definition
narcissistic,
of toxic. Like, what is
El
the
tóxico.
what? Someone has that license plate, and I was like, "Are you?"
Oh
down?
yeah, we did see
Toxica.
that.
I was like, "Are you down for that?"
Yeah, people
Like, you
people
repping?
claim that
I'm
shit.
repping that. I'm
yeah,
toxic.
they're like, I'm toxic, bitch. All right. Harmful or dangerous to health or life when taken into the body, poisonous.
Okay.
Oh, that's one. Very harmful or unpleasant in a pervasive or insidious way.
Oy.
In quotes, a toxic relationship.
Oy. You just searched toxic.
I literally just define toxic.
Oh, okay. So in a relationship, it's harmful to each other.
Yeah, like mentally, physically, all the E's, just everything. Because I feel like, okay,
spiritually.
Yeah, like all of it. Like your soul, you're not being your true self. You're not being your true self. They're not being their true selves. You guys are enabling each other.
More so, you are. So there's you're enabling, but also you're causing harm. You deliberately want to inflict pain or hurt somebody. But then, so that's all that it is. It's like War of the Roses. But are you, and then you come together or you get off on that? It's like something that
not necessarily.
Is enticing.
I feel like, well, I mean, every relationship is different because I feel like in the physically abusive relationships, it's hard to get away. Yeah. You know, you see all these people that are in year-long relationships with someone who hits them and someone who yells at them and who does all of this. And for some reason, you keep coming back. Like, I can't tell you why I stayed for 4 years. It was 4 years and I was so young, but it's probably because I was young.
Yeah.
I didn't know any better. And he was my first everything.
If I was coaching, my intuition would take me to self-love.
Yeah, I didn't have
there's an absence of self-love.
Mm-hmm.
That would cause you, because then it becomes somewhat addictive in its own right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Addictive.
That you're feeling as if you cannot stop. You can't get away from it. You want more of it somehow.
And sometimes, well, because there is those little like glimpses that when you come back and you guys
and the love bombing
talk about
stuff
it,
like that.
the love bombing stuff too. When you guys talk about it, you see that little glimpse of what it could be,
and hang on to it for dear life.
Yeah, and then you're like, well, I wanted, like, I miss what it used to be like in the beginning. Everyone always does that. They always cling from what it used to be in the beginning.
Right.
And it's just not that, because I don't know, for some reason, it changes. Everyone changes. So it really just depends.
In the beginning, you're somewhat performing.
Yeah.
You're trying to put your best self or what you believe the other person wants out there, which isn't good because that's not your authentic self.
Right.
So if it changes from the beginning, yes, everybody changes. If we're talking a 2-decade-long relationship, there's going to be changes from growing. But if it's, it was like this in the beginning, a year later, it's abusive, that's because that person was not showing you
their true selves,
their authentic selves in the beginning.
Yeah. All right. So life after it is
after
hard.
Toxicity.
Because you're almost like still searching for that spark or whatever it is. Like you're searching for
you want it
other
so bad.
people,
right?
In other situations.
That's, I think, the biggest part is that you're searching for what you want
in other
elsewhere,
people.
In other people. That's never going to fulfill you or satisfy you.
It's going to keep you in a loop.
It's entirely that. And so you have to, if this is advice, first of all,
I'm pretty sure this is advice.
Book a session. She know it. And
she know it.
We can talk about self-love. I actually have a couple of self-love clients currently right now, and relationships definitely come up as far as searching for what am I after? What is the feeling that I'm chasing? I want to be loved. I want to be acknowledged. I want to be appreciated. I want to be whatever it is. I want to feel this, but from the outside. Not tapping into how do I get this feeling myself. So book a session with me, but I think that's what it is. So I think life after a toxic relationship is focusing on self.
Yeah. And it's hard to get there because you want that company. You want somebody else to do things with and to fill your time with. But that would just be avoiding
it is.
Avoiding the work.
It's more, it's getting the hit.
Yeah.
Let me get another hit. Let me get another hit because I don't want to sit with myself.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty, life after a toxic relationship, pretty much life after addiction.
Yeah.
You have to wean yourself off of it, go through withdrawals, find your support system, like your friends, your family, stick with them. If you feel like you're finding yourself checking to see if they texted or whatever, literally text your friend. Like, text your friend, text your family, type anything else, like do anything else. Because you're just going to be sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting for something that isn't good for you anyways.
So I just got back from Vegas yesterday. B picked me up from the airport. Thank you. I took my kids for spring break. Not sure why they wanted to go to Las Vegas, but we went. And we actually really had a great time. Anyway, there was a situation. I forgot this happened. I kind of mentioned it to you, but there was just what you're saying.
That's toxic.
Like it has me, witnessing this situation had me thinking about the feelings involved. So quickly, I'm at the pool. We're at the pool. My kids are doing their thing. I'm tanning because I don't swim. So I'm laying out tanning, enjoying the sun. And I have to do my back. So I'm on my belly and just kind of people watching, you know. So I see these two young girls, probably early 20s, gorgeous, like stunning, not fake, no lip filler, no eyelashes, completely natural. To me,
Beautiful.
just stunning.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. And they're like taking pictures over by the palm trees. And there's a couple, this man and woman, and they're taking pictures kind of, you know, in their line of sight. And then the girls come by. So it's over to my right. They come by, they walk in front of me. So cute. I'm just like, get it, girls, you know? They go to their chairs, which was in the direction of the bathroom.
Mm.
So not shortly after they come that way, the man gets up, goes to the bathroom. He went straight to the bathroom. His girl, I don't even know how I caught on to this, to be honest, but his girl was just every 5 seconds just
Watching.
staring. I mean, I'm like, it's like I could sense her anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not kidding. And then she gets up and starts walking toward the bathroom. So I'm like this, you know, and I'm like, oh, she's coming this way. I'm going to turn to this side. He's coming out of the bathroom and he's like, what are you doing? Do you have to go to the bathroom? And she's like, oh, no. And I don't know what she said. And then he goes, oh, you're looking for me? And then he starts laughing and they go sit down. And keep in mind, she's gorgeous, this girl.
Oh, really?
So cute.
Oh.
They go sit down. And so now all I can see is like the back of her head and a part of his face. And all I see is, you know?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. But the part that I know, because then I'm like, well, has he done something before for her to feel that way?
Yeah, it's hard.
Or is she just insecure, or is it both?
Yeah.
But what stuck out to me was that sense of anxiety, and that's like the addiction to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is synonymous with that. Well,
yeah.
what is it? And she couldn't even sit in her seat. She had to get up.
He couldn't even go to the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom.
He couldn't even go to the bathroom. He can't go to the bathroom without her.
That is, and so I would imagine there's some toxicity there. I mean, obviously I don't know these people.
Yeah.
But I could see it, and I'm saying I could sense it or feel it. And I thought to myself, what a terrible feeling to have.
It's a horrible feeling. I hate that.
To just
feeling.
be, oh, what are they? Oh, like a paranoid feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would guess. I can't imagine feeling that way, but I feel like I felt it from her. And I thought, oh, something went down.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe she's just insecure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or both. Maybe he kind of created his behaviors created in her insecurities. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know these people. I wasn't going to stop and interview them. But the feeling. And so for me, it's like, how do you want to keep feeling that?
Well, sometimes people don't think that they can get any better. They just don't. I don't know. They've gone through so much in life that they just like, they're like, no, I'm okay here. So they end up settling and kind of staying in that mindset.
Yeah,
of it all.
that makes sense.
But even so, I feel like for women especially, there's just at some point your eyes open and you're like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I making these decisions to stay in this toxic situation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really hard.
So I never thought about my relationship being toxic, but my ex-husband was addicted to drugs. I don't even know what he was doing. I don't know anything about drugs. And he was doing pills, and which I'm like, ugh. Like, I can't even take an Advil. Like,
I know, me neither.
who wants to do that? That seems so yucky. Like, my
Yeah,
stomach hurts
I
when I think
know.
about it.
I could feel it going to my liver.
I just feel like I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
Even with my babies, both of them had to be cut out of me. And
Yeah.
they're like, do you want Vicodin? I said, no, thank you. I
Yeah.
can't. I'll throw it up.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I didn't even know that was an addiction. I never thought about that being toxic. I do remember the opiates or opioids, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, makes you go numb.
Yeah.
Like it was just being with a robot.
Mm-hmm.
No feelings, no ambition,
Mm-hmm.
no real interaction. I remember asking him one day, I said, what would be, just tell me the absolute best day that you could have.
Mm-hmm.
What would that look like for you?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't come up with anything.
Really?
Just so robotic, numb.
Just nothing going on.
No, nothing. Like falling asleep a lot. So it was just it was interesting, very strange. I didn't have a connection, and I do remember. Obviously, that relationship is how my baby's spirits had to get to this life. But I remember going to bed and being like, not that I was suicidal, anything, but I was like, if I died, who cares?
Right.
I'm not living.
Right.
And so life after that, though, was a little, even though I was like, how am I dealing with this?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I chose to get married. I never wanted to get married. For some reason, I chose to anyway. And so I said to myself, I don't want to be a nagging wife. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So
That's the
I'm
worst
gonna.
feeling.
So I did. There's a point though where you need to take personal responsibility and you need to take accountability. Now, was I the one doing drugs? Was I the one? I was holding it down.
Yeah.
But I had to take a moment to be accountable and say, if I'm not addressing this, I'm to blame.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
enabling it.
Right.
Yeah.
So afterwards, it did get a little dark only because I had not been in a single adult.
Right.
Ever.
You're like questioning everything.
Yes.
Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with all this
choice?
time?
Was
Yeah.
this right? And now what do I do? And now I only have to take care of myself and my kids
Mm-hmm.
and not have to navigate a bunch of tension and weirdness.
Yeah. But still, it's almost like, I mean, you're essentially changing a habit that you've been keeping for years. So literally just getting out of a habit in itself is so hard.
Right.
Whether
And-
it's something that you want or not, it's hard.
And there's a little self-love component to that
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
I genuinely thought I can't have what I want.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I
Right.
didn't understand why. That was a more generic societal belief.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically to me, I thought, well, if this is the best that it's going to be,
Yeah.
based on what everybody's saying of how they view my relationship, even though they're not
Mhm.
in my
Yeah,
relationship,
exactly.
I got to stick it out. Well, who am I to throw something like that away? And I had to be like, no, this isn't
Yeah.
for me. But I never thought about that as being toxic. But I think life after any sort of
I've been down.
breakup,
Yeah.
trauma,
Mhm.
whatever it is, life does continue and it's whatever you choose to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, some people keep the bad habits and they go on to find someone else to just do the same relationship with. And I mean, if that's what they want, at the end of the day, that's what they're going to get. But if you actually want to break the cycle and heal and grow and become better and find a more supportive and loving relationship, then you have to break all of those habits. Like, you have to work on yourself. You can't avoid it by finding someone else to go and like sleep
It's the
with.
same thing.
Yeah. So definitely don't recommend to fill your time with just whatever, but find your support system, find your friends, find your family, let them know what's going on and maybe be vulnerable for a little bit and be like, I am going through some shit. I'm however you deal with it. I'm sad. I'm crying. I'm not eating. I need help. Like, literally just text me. I remember that's all I would want at some points is just like just someone to text me, like send me a game to play, keep me distracted,
Yeah.
do whatever. And yeah, go do things that you finally have been wanting to go do.
That too. And it's little actions, it's little
The tiniest
choices,
things,
but
like
you
go to
have
the
to
grocery
choose
store
it.
by yourself.
Yeah.
Go to the movies by yourself. Go take a walk by yourself. Literally just be by yourself and grow your confidence.
And do something that would cause tension in your relationship you just got out of.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
yeah.
if they didn't like doing this certain thing,
go do it
with you. Go do that shit.
Yeah.
Do it up.
Go do it. Do all the things that you haven't been able to do for as long as you were in that relationship.
Yes.
And just enjoy your time. I remember, I think I was watching like a Jay Shetty video and it said, usually the hard thing to do is the right thing to do. And that has just stuck with me because I'm like, nothing that's easy is going to actually like activate something in your brain that makes you feel good.
No.
And it's not going to make you grow. It's not going to put you in an uncomfortable situation that you're going to come out of it and be like, oh, I actually did that. Like now I'm more confident and now I feel better. And now I know that I can go do these things. So
yeah.
Always keep that in mind. The hard thing to do is the right thing to do always.
And challenge your mind. What can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do? Because you survived.
Right.
We're talking about life after. Meaning you have survived this.
Right.
What are you going to do now?
Yeah.
What's next? You have every option.
Yeah.
Available to you. You really do.
Mm-hmm.
So what tiny action? So it's a choice. It's the repetitive belief system.
Right.
But then it's also action.
Yeah.
Just one tiny action. What's one small thing you can do?
Yeah. And I think also too, just being able to go through each stage, because it's like you're like really depressed and sad in the beginning, which don't avoid that because that is like the most important part. You have to get everything out.
Yeah. It said, what did it say? Like sitting with emotions.
Yeah.
Sit with them.
Sit with your fucking emotions, whether it hits you in the shower, in the car, while you're walking, let it out.
Don't let it explode. If you avoid it, we talked about this before, that shit's going to explode. So sit with it.
Yeah. Or else you're just delaying it. You're literally just delaying
postponing.
it. It's going to hit you later on.
And then you're just going to go find another shitty ass relationship. Exactly. It's all going to go over looping it again.
Yeah. So just go through the stages. Go through the first stage of just being depressed, crying, eating, whatever.
Lean on your people.
Yeah. Whatever you need to do. Just whenever you feel it, let it out and actually feel that shit. And then what's the second stage? Like I remember feeling angry.
Oh, then you're just pissed.
Then I'm just like, what the fuck did I waste all that time for? He's such a piece of shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that stage.
Just angry.
No, I felt that too. I think anger.
Yeah, everybody feels
like,
it.
Why you don't even fucking care about flowers and you get to have my flowers
literally
shot.
Yeah, there's so many things that you could be angry about.
I'm not anymore because I did some shadow work. But yes, it's the
you
anger,
go through the stages.
It's the grieving, and then you doubt yourself, you doubt everything, like I'm gonna be lonely forever.
Doubting yourself is hard, and when you hit that, just know that most of the things that you're thinking are not reality.
Right.
They're just going based off of your feelings and emotions, which is completely okay and it's valid, but then you really have to sit in that and be like, is that actually true? Like, am I actually going to go through life never feeling any type of love again? Like, that's not.
Right. No, it's not true.
It's not true.
You will survive. You did survive.
Yeah.
What's next? I think a good practice is also just writing down. There's power in writing, but writing down, put it in the notes in your phone. I personally like handwriting. Exactly what you want, you want for your life, what you want to manifest, and shoot for the stars. I mean, no limits. You just in very specific detail. Yeah. Because then when you get down to that specific detail, you can craft your actions to that. So I just decided, actually, I just finished Shaka Zengor's book, How to Be Free. And it's such a good book. I highly recommend it. And he mentioned, because I had said, I never thought I would ever be writing. I wrote a children's book. And something's telling me to keep writing, which I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna write about, but okay. or public speaking. Never in my life did I think I would do public speaking. But after doing something very uncomfortable and hard and weird, I'm like, wow, that was so natural. It's so weird. But in his book, he even talked about, so if you want to write, for example, very specifically, I want to write a book. Write 500 words today. Tomorrow. The other thing he said, actually, so life after and sitting with emotions and all of that. One of the things he mentions, because he kind of writes it as a guide, it's really cool. One of the things he mentions is set a date for yourself. Set a date where you're like, I want these things to change.
Like a deadline.
And on that day, he says, dress to impress. Put on what feels good. Like, crank that confidence up. And say, this is the new me.
Like we're doing this far now.
Because sitting in your emotions, you can't sit there forever.
No.
It is temporary, though. Everything's temporary. You will get through it. It's going to change. But set a date for yourself. So write down specifically what it is that you want. From there, you can start to, and again, coaching is really helpful with action steps. So I can totally help. But write it down. Once you're very specific about what it is, then you can pinpoint, oh, well, I really want to get in shape. So I'm going to sign up for a gym membership. Boom. That's the first step. Is that going to get you in shape? No, but it's a step. Toward that path.
It's the little baby steps too. So it's like every little thing that you write down that you want to do, also make sure to write the baby steps that come with that. Because even checking those off feels good.
It feels good. And then that's what motivates you. Otherwise you get demotivated and then nothing changes. And if nothing changes, nothing changes.
So I feel like after leaving a relationship, for me, I always get soaked into like listening to audiobooks, watching podcasts, and kind of just learning from other people. Because if you don't read or like look for it, you're not going to learn anything different. So I always got sucked into the Jay Shetty interviews and the School of Greatness by Lewis Howes. Those two podcasts are amazing, and you just learn so much through both of them. So if you're a podcast person, like, watch podcasts. If you're an audiobook or book person, like, read some books and learn some new things and get different perspectives on the situation that you're going through.
That's what it is. You need something new. The brain needs something new. Because when you're in that type of loop, the repetition is what constructs those neural pathways. But if you're in the wrong loop, it's just going to continue that. So throw something new in that is going to throw it in a different direction to strengthen those neural pathways. And it's going to change everything.
So that's our advice for that. I feel like we gave some good advice on that.
I feel like what would Cher do? You know?
What would Cher do? That's our go-to. This one's my favorite one, and I want to talk about this one for sure. Because it is rough out here. Dating is rough. But I think these two questions can kind of go with each other. So one of them said dating in Denver, LOL, which it is LOL. It is LOL because it's fucking hilarious at this point. And then the one that can go with that is, do men still court women and take them on dates anymore? And why do men try to take the role of females nowadays? Dating in Denver is trash and it's a joke at this point.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just Denver.
Well, Denver's okay. I need to get this off my chest. Denver, I grew up here. Obviously, I'm growing up in the 80s, the 90s. So, but even into the early 2000s, Denver has changed drastically. And there are little pockets of culture. You know, the West Side's still the West Side for the most part. I think it's also getting, I don't like using the word gentrified, but it is.
It is.
It's the most gentrified shit I've ever seen. I didn't know it could be like this. And now, like, you go to Rhino, the first Fridays used to be like just a block party. The first Fridays on Santa Fe back in the day. And when like my friends that are artists were doing shows down there, it was just like, it was like you were jumping from house party to house party. And it was just way, way, way different. And all of those artists, I still have a few friends that live here in Denver. And this is like, I'm talking like 2002, 2003, 2004, maybe even 2000, but so 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them have left Denver, but there was a lot of rich culture.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's just been sucked out. And there's still pockets. You can still find pockets, but it was a creative place. And I feel like the creativity is like hanging on
by a thread.
Like it's on life support. Almost like it's hard to find the right vibe, to find even, before you just roll up, there's some hip hop playing. It's just a vibe. It's just a natural organic thing. Nobody's trying to be cool. It's just,
that's the thing. Everyone's always trying to be cool.
It was so nice. And now I go out and I'm like, if I fucking hear party in the USA, honestly,
party in the
where
USA.
were we? Oh, it was we went to the rooftop. Patio. And I was like,
we literally went to El Patio sober.
We drank water.
We drank water at El Patio club because I mean, it was so nice out and I just wanted to people watch and I was like, oh, El Patio. And we were walking over there. And everyone's already fucked up. And I'm like, oh my God, like being here sober. I'm like, holy shit. But they played Miley Cyrus.
Real. This is not real life.
Yeah. It's wild the type of music that they play. It's all over the place. But I guess
there's a lot of EDM in Denver. What is that? And then we're all about beer. We were not about, I don't know. Denver's weird to me. I love my town, but
now it's
I'm down to move, honestly. I'm ready to move.
Same.
I don't know where.
I've been saying that. I'm like, if the situation arises, if the opportunity arises, I feel like I would take it. I would love to get out of Denver.
I don't know where, because the weather here is dope, honestly, compared to other places, but I don't know. Anyway, Denver's, I got a lot to say, and I feel like I shouldn't say it, to be honest. So at dating, I can only imagine.
But now, I
can only imagine.
I feel like it's just filled with guys that don't want to grow up. They don't want to take the steps.
In Denver specifically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the only place that I've actually dated.
That's true. Okay.
So I feel like it's just full of little Peter Pans of just never wanting to grow up and being like,
and wearing tights.
Like, let's just chill. Like, let's just see what happens. Let's, don't put any pressure. I don't like labels. I don't blah, blah, blah. Like, now they want us to open the doors for them. They want us to pay for everything. They want us to...
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on, wait.
Protect them.
Open the door for them?
They would love that. There was one guy that I remember, he wanted to be treated like a princess so fucking bad, and I was not going to do it. But there was one guy where I remember I joked, and I was like, oh, I should open the door for you. And he was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, you should. And I was like, he wasn't joking. And he would honestly love that if I would do that for him. And I'm like, no.
Well, and this goes back to the roles we were talking about, because they said, what did they say?
Do men still court women? Hell no. And do they take them on dates anymore? Hell no. Well, there was one guy that asked me out on a date.
Do they take the role of females nowadays?
Why do men take the role of females nowadays? Because they want to be treated like princesses too.
Well, so playing devil's advocate, but also the change in the times.
Yes.
Women were not allowed.
Right.
They were held down, limited. Mm-hmm. You can't vote. Mm-hmm. You can't go get a job. You can't be a career woman.
Yeah.
I was told at a young age, like, you're the baddest bitch and you're never going to depend on anyone. So I became that person, mm-hmm. which has made it hard for me to be vulnerable. Now, I think men are not taught to be vulnerable, or
Right.
when they were programmed, when they were young, when they were a
Mhm.
child,
Yeah.
the vulnerability might come out and they were reprimanded for that. No, you
Yeah.
can't be like
Right.
that. We no,
Right.
toughen it up. Don't be a pussy ass bitch.
Exactly, and I totally agree with all that. I see where all of that is coming from, but now we are adults, and you are choosing to keep making that an excuse.
My thing is, if we are now
Leveling up.
toe to toe
Right.
with being able to get careers. Now, granted, I have, as a woman, had to fight for my salary.
Yeah.
I mean, again, 15 years ago, but still, I remember there was a man and myself. We both got promoted into the exact same position. Now, yes, the man had a degree.
Mhm.
I had about 7 more years experience than he did, work experience.
Mhm.
So, in my opinion, it's the same thing.
Mhm.
So, if we're this,
It's the same. We
he
should be
got
getting paid the same.
he got more.
Yeah, well,
I
obviously.
marched in there and said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. We get the same. And I
Yeah.
got it and I won that battle.
Well, yeah, they don't want a lawsuit.
Yeah. They don't, well, and I get a little spicy, when I'm in that. But again, it's about justice. This is not
Right.
justified. So
Yeah.
anyway, I feel if women are now, hey, we're the
I can do all
same.
the shit that you do.
And I have to create life
And more. I can do
in my
your shit
body.
and more.
Yes. So if I'm creating life, you need to do the dishes,
Step
dude.
up, bro.
Like there is someone living rent free inside of me,
Yeah. I don't know.
and doing. I mean, they should at least have to have paid a deposit because my shit's fucked up after that.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing all of that and paying the bills and doing all what. Then where's the equality? So it's not. Because what I'm getting at is I feel like that man was probably, yeah,
Well, yeah, the
women
ego,
should
the confidence,
do
and
the same stuff for men that men are supposed to do for women.
no.
No, well, my thing is
No.
not by default.
Stay in your role.
My thing is not by default. There's no default here.
Yeah.
But the roles thing,
Well,
we talked about too, where I said there's a lot
yeah.
more stay at home dads.
Yeah.
And but if they're doing that and the woman is
Like, find something to do.
it's a balance.
It can't just be the same shit and one person doing everything. Because I feel like for this, what I've seen a lot is that men, they want to, I don't know, they don't ever want to make the first moves. They don't want to make the most
Oh, I
effort
agree.
anymore. They don't want to do all of that. Like, it takes so much, like, just effort to get a date out of a guy and to get like intentional planning of a date, intentional texting, intentional getting to know each other, intentional like curiosity. They just don't do that anymore. I don't know if they don't see the value of it, but it's just hard to get that from people. And most of the time, like guys are like, well, you could have done that. You could have texted me first. You could have said something about a date. You could have done this. You could have done that. Why aren't you doing any of that shit? Why aren't
Yeah.
you, if you're pursuing me, why aren't you courting me? Why aren't you wanting to show interest? I'm not just going to give someone my time that is acting nonchalant and doesn't even want to
No.
fucking take me on a date or even want to plan anything out. No,
Well,
thank you.
And there are just certain gestures,
Yes.
I think, that are, because the roles thing, I get it, and I personally just don't like doing what society says to do. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna do that shit just because everybody says I have to do that shit. Fuck that
Yeah.
shit. Even though I did
Yeah.
by getting married, staying married, and climbing the corporate ladder that I didn't have any fucking interest in doing.
Yeah.
So, some of that seeped in, but when it comes to like my wedding was I'm not super traditional,
Yeah.
but there are things. So one of the things is for me is you should drive
Yeah.
if you're going to take me on a date.
100%.
But I don't mind driving to the grocery store. But if
Yeah.
you're going to take me on a date, like, you should drive me. Certain things like that. Holding the door open, I think that's common courtesy for any human. I don't need you to hold the
Yeah.
door open for me, although I do teach my son to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing. As we talk about this stuff and as I'm experiencing not, being married and being an adult,
Yeah.
I am also very cautious about raising my son.
Yeah.
Like, my daughter, I feel I can relate to her. So I can give her my wisdom as a woman.
Salud. Thank you.
My son, I want to make sure he can advocate for himself.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure he's confident in himself.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure he knows how to talk about his emotions and control his anger.
Right.
The anger part too, and actually in Shaka Senghor's book, How to Be Free, I think every person should read it. But I think from a male's perspective, I think it could be very helpful for men because a big part of it is the vulnerability and masking or avoiding the vulnerability and masking shame with anger, because anger is
It'll
just
turn into the
such
anger.
a good, it's a good thing to go for. It's
the
easy.
first thing. Yeah, it's easy.
It feels natural. It feels familiar for whatever reason. So it's like, but my thing is, I would want a man to be like, look, I struggle with being vulnerable. And I'll be like, same.
Right.
Because as a woman, I also struggle with that. Hey, I struggle with being vulnerable. How can we? Let's brainstorm together. That's the thing, the
curiosity and being intentional and wanting to find a solution.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people just avoid it. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I really would love for men to start courting women again. I don't know if, like, it's just very frustrating that you meet a guy, they show interest. Most of it is like very surface level. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're sexy. Oh, you have a nice smile. Blah, blah, blah. The same shit I've been hearing my whole fucking life. Like, and I'm like, okay, cool. And what comes after that? Are we going to be pen pals forever? Or are you going to ask me on a date and actually try to get to know me? Which a lot of guys don't end up doing. We don't even get past that stage to go on a fucking date because I
wonder why.
I don't know. I
think we need to ask a single man these questions because I'm curious about it. I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know why men don't court anymore.
Some of your stories you've shared on this podcast, discussions we've had on this podcast.
Yeah.
Recently, a text message exchange.
Yeah.
Where, because I had told you, I'm like, I'm glad you have high expectations. I love that you know exactly what you want and you're not gonna settle for less. I love that. There are just certain little things that you've mentioned where I'm like, God, I would fall short of that because I'm not good at that at all. But it's, not on a personal level, but I'm just saying what you've shared. I'm like, okay, like, be a little flexible with some of that maybe.
Yeah.
But then you shared that text exchange, and I'm like,
the thing.
What is this?
Well, that's the thing.
I still don't know what happened. I don't understand.
I don't know either. I'm good with being flexible. I'm so good with being flexible. But if you're not communicating that you want to be flexible or that you want to work towards something or what your vision is or whatever it is, if you're not communicating any of that, how am I just going to blindly follow when I don't know what the fuck is going on?
Like at my age, I mean, at your age as well.
Yeah.
Your 20s are over.
Time is ticking.
And
my ovaries are ticking.
Mine might be dying. I don't know. But at my age, I'm not trying to dick around. I'm not trying to fuck around. I'm not trying to, here's what I want. This is exactly what I want. What do you want?
Maybe
it should be a speed dating thing with like specific questions. What is it that you want? This is what I want.
Well, that's what I was thinking about that last night. Yeah. I'm like, an intentional speed dating event where people are actually showing up to not fuck around. We're not fucking around
here.
We are asking these questions. We are getting deep. Date 1.
Like, if you're trying to be all cutesy and like a little graze of my hand.
Don't touch me.
Oh, shit. All right.
Well, okay. I think
something
because
like little, you're like, inching. That's cute.
It
And
is
flirty
cute.
and
It is
adorable.
cute, but I've seen
But
it so many times.
well, also not. Where I'm talking, this is like a 20-minute. It's something better progress
exactly.
quickly,
Right.
because if we keep doing that,
well, and I think that's kind of why. Maybe that's why, because men's clocks aren't ticking. I feel like they don't like they need to settle down until they're like 40. For them, they don't feel like that. And Google says they don't fully mature until they're in their 40s.
To be honest, I just told my kids this. They're like, I had talked about, I think because we were in Vegas, we were talking about adults, how you're technically an adult at 18. I was calling them kids. And they're like, Mom, they're not kids. Because to them, they're like, kids. That's an adult.
Yeah.
And I'm like, honestly, I don't think you become an adult until you hit 40. Genuinely. I can say that at 40, I can genuinely say I have never, I know who the fuck I am now. And it took my experiences on a personal level, but I do think at 40 you're like, oh shit, like your 20s is, you're still a kid, you're still exploring.
Yeah, you're still a kid and fucking up, making mistakes.
You're still trying to figure it out. At 30, you're like, I kind of have a good blueprint of the life that I want.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're 40, you're like, I'm fucking getting that shit. I'm done.
Yeah.
And it's hard because we are in a society where aging is not interesting.
Yeah.
Even though I'm the most wise I have ever been, and it feels powerful as fuck. And I feel like I'm in my prime.
Right.
Even though my ovaries might be dying, but I feel like I'm in my prime right now. And it's like, but I agree. I would guess that same for men. And they don't have a lot of support, which is okay. But
find support.
Take accountability. Again, it's the personal responsibility. Take accountability for your shit.
Yeah.
If you didn't have the tools, you were programmed a certain way. It's not too late. That's not the end all be all.
And that's my whole thing, is that yes, that can be someone's, like, everyone's childhood is different. Everyone's, like, everything that they went through is different. When are you going to take accountability and finally change that shit and not just use it as an excuse your whole life? It's like people use their horoscope as like an excuse.
Yeah.
As a reason as to why I am the way I am. No, you are the way you are because you've just been saying that your whole life and you're not dealing with it.
You're not getting deep.
Yeah.
And you need to.
Yeah.
And there's a personal responsibility in that, to step back and say, I'm not good at being vulnerable. No, right. I'm not good at, texting every day.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not good. Okay, open up and just get that shit out there so that you can learn how to change it.
Yeah.
And getting those different perspectives as well. But why is it that men are so emotional?
It gives me a headache just thinking about it. Like, I'm so tired.
I would like to interview a single man and ask these questions.
A single, healthy man.
We should get a couple. We should get a variety.
Yeah. I'm just so tired of looking at them.
Well, I'm just coming at it with curiosity. This is more of a human experience curiosity for me. It's like a social experiment where I'm just, where
did we go wrong?
Where did this come from? Or what?
Yeah.
How could you? And women have it. The thing is, women have it too. I genuinely,
yes, I agree. Everybody.
It's a bit hard for me to be vulnerable. We just talked about this.
Yeah.
Thinking about having everything I want.
Yeah.
Feels a little uncomfortable in the sense that I don't get to have it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowed to have what I want, which is completely untrue. But there's that, what it is vulnerability.
Yeah.
What it is feeling, oh shit, I get to have what I want and be who I want to be.
Yeah.
Whatever. It feels vulnerable. So it's a little, ugh.
Yeah.
But if you stay there,
you could push past it.
You're missing out is what I'm saying. You're missing out. You're missing out on B. Okay.
Apparently it's fine. fine for people to miss out
I
on
want
me.
to hear stories
anymore.
though. But whoever submitted this, I'm gonna guess it's a woman.
She's
but
probably tired too. Girl, join the
Let's just take
club.
naps.
I'm exhausted.
But I would like to hear more of these stories. In what ways are men taking the role of women? Like in
Oh, I can tell you.
Okay, well, tell me.
Okay, so they want to be texted first all the time. They don't want to make the initiative to text first anymore. They don't want to put in the effort. Okay. Second, they don't want to plan dates, which is what she mentioned on here. So it's like, okay, am I supposed to plan everything for you? No,
Like,
I'm not going to do that.
They don't do any?
No.
Ever?
No. They don't say, they don't want to say
so
anything.
Then what happens? How does that go down?
There's no date and we end up being pen pals, which is literally what I see so much.
What are you saying?
That like people want, guys want. No, barely. They're just like, oh yeah, I would like to see you at some point. Okay, and when are you gonna make that happen? I'm not gonna sit here and make all the
when
you
when
know
are you gonna
me,
make that
you know
happen?
that
I know
you know that I fucking say that.
I know.
And it's like, well, you haven't asked me, so and then nothing happens. What? Nothing comes out.
And then they're like, abort mission.
They're like,
just goodbye.
I mean, I feel like recently it was like, oh well, I'm just gonna be like out of town or blah blah blah, so I don't want to make a date if I'm not able to follow through. It's like, okay, you know your schedule, you know what days you're gonna be in town.
What? That doesn't
come
even
on.
make
That's
sense.
like why am I doing this for you? That's the thing, is that they want us to do it for them.
They want to be chased, I feel like.
They want to be
definitely
chased.
think they want to be chased.
I'm not chasing anybody, and I don't expect you to chase me.
No.
Nobody should be chased.
If you need your ego to be fed,
that's not me, bro.
You're going to starve. Like, I don't do that.
Well, especially you're going to starve from a healthy relationship. You're going to find the girls that will chase your ego and chase you over and over and over, but those are going to be the toxic ones that haven't found themselves. There's no self-love in them.
Right.
It's going to be the cycle that you keep fucking finding over and over. And it's like, leave your ego at the fucking door. I think that's what's going on a lot, is that men are putting their ego into dating.
I think every time you bring up a new story, my personal experiences, which are different, I truly believe it's a lack of accountability.
Oh, man, yeah, I totally agree.
think it boils down to that. They don't take accountability for your shit. It's okay if you weren't brought up to be vulnerable, share your feelings.
I wasn't.
Manage your emotions. You weren't at all.
Hell no, I was not.
Right.
I had to learn through it all. I had to teach myself.
And learning.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not a fucking excuse. When someone brings that shit, they're like, oh, I've never been that way. Me neither.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse.
There's still time. You're still alive.
Exactly.
You are still alive right now.
Yeah.
Do something.
They don't want to, though.
That's what it is. So then if you're not going to hold yourself accountable for your own shit, then you're not going to get anywhere. No. Not just in a relationship. You're not missing out on a good woman. You're missing out on life.
On your dream job,
everything,
hobbies that you really enjoy.
I hope a man comes to me for coaching in this realm.
That would be cool.
I would love to do that.
Yeah,
because then we need more of it. And again, raising a man.
Yeah,
I'm raising someone who, and I don't know if this is a biological thing, because I am clearly not an angry person.
Yeah,
but my son has just gone straight to anger. And straight to, toxic shit, actually, just with his friends.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of like where you start.
Like human nature, maybe.
Yeah, it automatically goes to that.
You get that territorial.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't know how else to express it.
Right. And so I remember he had a beef with one of his friends. They were playing a game, and then the friend stole some shit on the game.
Oh no.
I don't know.
It's serious.
And to the point, my son is 10 years old, and he I was like, fuck so and so, and I'm like, excuse me.
Oh my
Hold
God.
up. And then he proceeded to say, oh, he's gonna be so mad at me for sharing this. But then he proceeded to say, I'm gonna have to call him right after, let him know this is about to be out there. But there's a lesson in it, and he learned the lesson, but he proceeded to say, well, I'm going to go do this to him. And I said, okay, hold on. Hold up. Let's take a breather. You don't like that he just did that to you.
Right.
No, because mom, I don't understand the game and what happened exactly. And I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. So you're going to do what you didn't disliked from this person. That person's behavior hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
That person's behavior you believe in your heart was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you're about to go do the same thing?
So you're no better.
You're being the person that you hate.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be the person that you hate?
Yeah.
He calmed down. He's like, I'm not going to do that. And it wasn't like you're right, mom. It was a hold up.
Like, you're right.
There's a different way to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think differently.
Yeah.
Because some of that shit does come out.
It does. On accident.
Because you're just, and it comes
you're
out
just there in the moment.
Be accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I hold my son accountable because he's 10. I'm his mom, and that is my job right now. But it is not going to be my job forever.
Right.
That is his job, his responsibility, and he needs to know that at a young age. Am I going to fuck my kids up? Absolutely, because every parent does. But what I'm saying is raising a man, accountability is huge in my career, when I'm leading a team of people, in coaching, in parenting, for myself, my own standards.
Yeah.
And I feel like all of these stories, it is a lack of accountability. It is men making excuses for however it is that they were brought up.
Yeah.
However it is their program. But again, you can rewire your programming.
Exactly. But that's the thing, is that most of the time men are wanting to get deep because it's hard. So they're not wanting to face themselves. They're not wanting to fix anything. So then it's just them not taking accountability over and over and over and over and over and over again, and repeating the cycle. And then they finally get someone that is going to fucking hold them accountable, and they don't like that shit.
It could also be self-awareness.
Yeah. That's true.
A lot of my coaching, there's a lot around self-awareness, because most of us are surprisingly so disconnected with ourselves.
That's true.
That we're not aware of what we're doing. We're not aware of what we believe, of who the fuck we are. Some of us really don't even know who we are.
Yeah, that's true.
So self-awareness, but I think a big one is a lack of accountability.
Yeah.
So if you are self-aware and you need to work on the accountability part, listen to a podcast, read a book, book a coaching session with me.
Yeah. Do all of that.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah.
If you're competitive, make it a competitive natured challenge for yourself.
Right.
But
yeah,
be accountable for your shit.
Yeah. You guys are making us tired as fuck out here, and we're just giving up. Like, I don't, honestly, when I go out, you know, like, we were both like this. We used to literally look at men and be like, damn, he's hot. Damn, he has a nice smile. He has this, he has that. Ooh, I don't even think that anymore.
Oh, no.
At all. Like, when I go out, I don't see anyone that I'm like, oh, he's cute, blah, blah, blah. I want to get his number. No, because I know how it's going to go. Well, especially out, like outside, most of them are toxic. They're outside for a reason. I don't know how often they do that. I don't know. I know I'm probably not going to find my husband out. I literally just go out because my friends like to go out. And I'm like, yeah, I like to dance. I want to dance.
Yeah.
I want to go out to dance. I'm not going out to be around men because they're boring. Or for me. I'm done. Well, I feel like I've checked out already. I'm tired.
You've put a lot.
I've put a lot of effort
into this.
I've been single for 4 years now. I've put a lot of effort. I've tried to change, you know, what type of guys I go for, changing like the
and you're learning
outlook. Yeah, like doing all the things, and I'm just tired now. I want to be chased now. Okay, thank you. Put the work in or go away.
Everybody needs to put work in, though. Everyone. We all have a personal responsibility. If we really want to be our best selves, we have to take that accountability to do so.
Yeah.
I would like to hear from a few different single men just to understand. Because there's like mama's boys
Oh,
But then there's like
that was when I just dated.
But then there's like chi boys though. And that's a different story. But anyway, like when I see those UFC fighters and they're like, I want to thank my mom, I'm like, oh,
that's the first person.
That's so sweet. I love it. But
for me, I'm like, a little chi boy? Yeah.
But are you a little chi boy?
It's the only thing, that's kind of what I think about Michael B. Jordan. That's the only person he thanks every single time is his mom, which I'm like, great. And who else? Well, or are you just with your mom all the time? I don't know.
But if you're a mama's boy, like, don't you have that compassion for women by nature?
No, that's what I thought. Okay, the last guy that I dated, he has a daughter and a son.
Okay.
And then he has his mom. His dad passed away, which I'm like, oh, he didn't have the father figure. Makes sense.
Still not an excuse, but yes.
Not an excuse.
Definitely part of your story of how challenging it's been to take accountability and be vulnerable.
All but not an excuse. I understand it. Whatever. And then so like he would literally go to his mom's house every day and eat there. Like his mom would have food prepared for him and the kids. His mom would watch the kids
every day?
His mom would watch the kids every day while he goes to work. And then afterwards they stay and they eat dinner. And then he just goes home. And like the only time by themselves is like pretty much him going home and getting them ready for bed. It sounds like to me that's how it was the whole 3 months that we were dating. But that's my thing is that if you're still in your 30s, it's codependency. Yeah, if you're still in your 30s and depending on your parent to take care of everything for you and they're enabling that, well, of course, you're not going to want to do anything outside of that because that is your comfort zone. That's what you want. That's what you're comfortable with and you want someone to accept that. And
I don't like that part.
That's not me, bro.
But from a compassion standpoint, from a courting you standpoint, was he good at that?
He was in the first like few weeks, but that's what I'm saying. I was holding on to that. I want things to be how they were in the beginning, and he was too.
Well, he was courting you. He was playing the role of the man
of courting in the beginning, yeah. But then it changed, and he showed me who he really was,
which is not compassionate for women.
No, not being able to go deep and follow through with what he would say. Like his words never matched his actions.
But there was also an addiction there.
There was also being an alcoholic.
Got in the way.
There's that. And then also like, I mean, I feel like with men that have daughters, that's what I thought is like, oh, they understand how to be around women. They have a daughter now. They don't want anyone to fuck with their daughter. So why would they fuck with other women?
Right.
And that's not the case at all because if you're stuck in your comfort zone, somebody's enabling you, especially your mom. Your mom is telling you, "Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's okay." And she's living the same life as you.
Mm-hmm.
What is going to motivate you to change? Nothing. If your mom is okay with it, you're cool.
Well, and if his dad passed away, there's probably a lot of poor, oh, pobrecito, like
exactly.
So there's a little bit more of overcompensating for something that was out of everyone's control.
Yeah.
Which she's doing the best she can. You can't when you become a parent, you're like,
it's different. You view things differently.
Realize.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that she's probably doing it with good intention. Yes. She wants to take care of her son and her grandkids. She wants to take care of them. But I feel like a lot of the times parents don't even realize that they're enabling bad behavior and they're changing their kids into this person who is not able to be by themselves. They're always looking for something else.
Well, that's the thing. You can still be there because my kids, even my mom, I'm a 40-something-year-old and I'm still her little baby.
Yeah.
I'm still her little chunker, you know? And I feel the same way about my kids, but with my kids, I'm very much like, I tell them right out, I will not be around forever. Yeah. I can't be with you every day now. They're at school.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time that they are without me and they're out there in the world and they're in a smaller controlled environment because they're in school. But you got to go rep on your own. I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tell them that all the time. I'm not going to be around forever. I
Yeah.
can't be with you all the time. I can't protect you from everything. I'm doing my absolute best
Right.
and I got you and I'll
Yeah.
do anything for you.
Yeah.
But you do need to learn to who you are, to be your
Right.
own person and to find out who you are,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to change. We change. We go
Yeah,
through
at
different
every
phases of
stage.
life,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a core sense of self
Yeah.
that I try to, we have, my kids and I have very deep conversations in the morning on the way to school is like we should just podcast in the car, honestly.
I know.
It's very
That'd be
deep
cute.
conversations, but
Yeah.
a lot of times it's like, we'll go around too and I'll just like, you know what I really like about you? I
Mm-hmm.
really like that this. Other times I'll be like, who are you? Tell
Yeah.
me, if I never met you, what would you say
How
about
would you
yourself?
describe yourself?
How would you,
Yeah.
and what are some good things about you?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to normalize it as best as I can, but the truth is they're going to go out into society and realize it's not normalized.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still going to be impacted.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, I don't have a relationship with my dad. Really,
Yeah.
he instilled some really core values that I appreciate
Mm-hmm.
and have stuck with me and have truly become an integral part of my success stories. But I don't really have a relationship with him. So I remember at the gym, we were just talking to people we see at the gym all the time. My friend and I were talking to them. And I'm talking to one dude, she's talking to the other dude. They're just homies. There's nothing weird there. We're not flirting. But she's telling him, oh, yeah, she's self made and she da 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 da. And then she's telling him, yeah, and her dad is a multimillionaire and owns this franchise, blah, blah, blah. And like our separate stories all came together, all four of us. And he's like, well, if anything, you can go work for your dad. And I'm like, no, like that's not
Yeah.
really an option.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, do you have daddy issues?
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't we all?
Literally.
I mean, doesn't everybody?
All of us have mommy issues and daddy issues.
Right?
But are you going to persevere?
But is that my identity?
No.
Fuck no.
And people make it their identity. And then that's what comes out of these questions of like, why aren't men courting women? Why are they not following through with this shit? Why are they love bombing? Why aren't they good at accountability? Why aren't they good at communication? It's like most of the time it's because they haven't faced their shit and they haven't grown out of it.
I also am curious if they feel pressure to fit the mold of what society thinks women want from men. Possibly like you have to open the door and you have to foot all the bills and you have to do this. And maybe some men are like, that I don't think I'm very good at that, or I feel too pressured to do something like that.
So talk about it.
Take the accountability.
Yeah, talk
to
about it.
Figure it the fuck.
Let's have a conversation about it.
Right.
And that's the thing is that when you voice those things, you'll be closer to finding someone that matches you and who's able to understand you and give you the things that you want while you're giving the things that they want. So it's
but then the surface level stuff gets in the way because I want a deep connection. And if you can't dig deep, it doesn't work.
And that's why I bring up shit right away because I'm like, if you're going to give me surface level questions, if you're not going to want to dig deeper, if you don't have any like intention towards shit, then like, I know that right away. Yeah. I can sniff that from a mile away. Like I can tell.
And that's a mismatch. I want
exactly.
I want to be able to go deep. I want a deep connection.
Yeah.
I honestly want to feel desired, but I want to feel admired.
Yeah.
I want to admire my man. Exactly. I want to be like, wow.
Yeah.
And I want them to be like, wow. And it's this admiration for each other, which is then rooted in deep respect. And you can get to that level of connection. To be completely honest, because I don't know if I'm saying this as a woman, because if I'm being real, that terrifies that is everything that I want. Yeah. Yet terrifies the fuck out of me. It scares me thinking about having that. It like genuinely, I'm like, oh my God, if I get that in this life,
yeah,
I'm scared.
yeah.
But it's a good scare. It's a good
It
fear.
is.
And it's fear because it's unfamiliar.
Yeah, because it's something new, which is normal.
Because it's uncharted territory
Right.
of being my full, like really activating my full authentic self in a romantic, deep, connected relationship. But there's a little bit that I'm like, ugh.
I know.
So it would have to be a lot of communication.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm just going to tell you straight up, it is a little bit hard because I'm big dog. I really am big dog. I don't have nobody fucking taking care of me, helping me out, nothing.
Yeah.
I have to do everything. I had to carry babies. I had a 3-week-old baby. I gave birth 3 weeks ago and took my baby to a fucking meeting.
Yeah.
I've had to do all of it. I've had to be the nurturer, the breadwinner, the caretaker. I've had to be by myself.
Yeah.
And figure shit out. I didn't know anything on how to be an adult. I had to figure all of that shit out.
Yeah.
So there's a part of me I've lived the life of the man.
You have,
honestly. And so
that's why I'm like, you need a man to bring you back to your soft life.
So that's why I say some of the stuff you say, it's maybe because I'm kind of
you're rooted into that mentality
into a
of like, no, just me. Yeah.
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 But that it does scare me, but
you want that.
Also, I take accountability and personal responsibility for everything. If I fuck up, I'm going to make it right.
Right.
I don't make excuses. There are no excuses, like, period.
No,
you can feel a type of way. You can go down a certain path and a belief, and none of that is wrong. All of that,
just talk about it.
Right for you, that's right for you.
Yeah.
But if you use it to not act, if you use it as an excuse for your circumstances, nah, that don't work for me.
Right.
So that's where I'm different maybe than men. I don't know.
I just feel like, like it's a thing that people just don't want to take accountability. And then that's why they don't mesh well with people.
Every story, force them. Every story you have, I feel like it's self-awareness or lack of accountability or both.
Yeah.
Lack of self-awareness, lack of accountability or both.
Yeah. And it's not fun.
I'm sorry.
I'm tired of holding men accountable.
Well, that's the part. That's the tension. That's the conflict. When you are navigating it for them, when you're doing the work for them,
I'm not gonna do that.
No, you can't.
No, and
it's
that's
not gonna work.
That's why right away. Yeah, that's why right away I can tell, because I'm like, if you can't even do this, why am I doing this for you?
Yeah.
Why am I fucking navigating something that is literally the shit that you have to do?
Right.
And now, I'm not going to do that.
If we're going to navigate it together,
that's different.
I'm not great at this.
I will walk that path with you.
Hey, I am great at this. Let's share notes. Let's learn from each other. Because, hey, there's probably something I'm not great at that you're great at. I want to learn from you.
Yeah. But they don't lead that conversation.
But it's not. Yeah, they're just like, can you just handle all of my trauma and all of my programming and my daddy issues for me? And it's like, I actually, it's not even possible.
I've dealt with that shit for myself. Why would I want to hold that for somebody else?
But even if you try to, it's never going to happen.
That was a whole 3-month thing. I was trying and I was trying and I was trying.
It's not possible.
And then at the end of it all, I'm like, I can't fucking do this for you. Bye.
Like, actually,
have a good day. I'm done.
It's not possible.
No, it's not.
Nobody can do it but you, period.
Yeah.
You can go to therapy. If you're not in it, if your mind's not in it, you're
not going to succeed. Yeah.
It's a waste of your time and money.
It's like going to rehab. If you're not ready for it, it's not going to do anything.
No, you have to be in it.
Right. So that's my whole thing, is that if you can't even have a conversation, a simple conversation of taking accountability of something that you may have fallen short on. If you can't like navigate or lead a conversation about planning a date or when you want to see me, so we can continue getting to know each other and see where this could go, then I know you're probably not the one for me.
Or if you can't communicate that it's not your skill set and
Right.
you
just communication in
ask.
general.
Yes,
If
it's
you're
not
not,
hard.
and it shows right away. I can tell right
Oh, girl, that
away.
text exchange, I was like, I'm sorry.
What is
I
happening?
still am
Like,
not
yeah.
sure. I still was
Yeah.
unclear. It was not clear.
No, people love to ghost.
But I'm
Guys
like,
love to ghost, and then they
Well,
want to
and
come
it's
back and
like-
pretend like everything's okay. Like, good morning. No, no,
have a good day.
no. I'm tired.
Take care.
If
Bye.
he asks me how I am, I'm gonna be like, I'm tired.
Tired of this.
I'm tired of men.
Well, and what's funny is this is like the initial. We're at the
We haven't
initial
even gone
stage.
on a date. You haven't even planned anything close to a date. And you're already
Yeah.
lacking in communication.
Okay. Also, Denver is full of people that are not from Denver.
Yeah, it is.
So is it just like this everywhere?
I feel like people come to Denver because they know they don't have to grow up.
What city
This is
the
Neverland.
least accountable?
Denver.
And they have beer and EDM.
Perfect.
Let's go gentrify that shit.
Perfect. That's all they need, apparently.
I just feel like if everybody in Denver, nobody's from Denver anymore, is it just a problem in general in this
it probably
country,
is.
in the
I
world?
mean, if it's filled of like my TikTok is filled of shit like that. So every girl is going through it. It's not just people in Denver. It's just men in this generation that don't want to make the effort.
Yeah, it's almost like maybe it would be easier for them to go back to just because, like I
Go
said,
date men.
they're simple. Well, yeah, maybe, but they're simple, and so I do think if given some guidance and instruction, that is helpful, but only for the man who doesn't have the ego that needs to be fed.
Yeah.
Only for the man that's because if somebody's
Eager
like,
to learn.
you should hold the door for me.
Yeah.
You should pay for the meal.
You should go home. Bye. Fuck out of my face.
I definitely want more stories. Please.
Yeah.
Please send us examples of the role switching and men playing the role of the woman, the passenger princess, as B likes to put it. I really want to hear more stories. So please submit those. Keep submitting these topics.
Yeah.
We rolled with this today because we just rolled out of the gym. We haven't even showered. So you're getting some
sticky.
like, this is our authentic selves right now. Okay. Keep them coming.
Yep.
Make sure to follow and
subscribe.
Do
We're
we
on
subscribe?
all platforms.
Anyway.
I think subscribing is like YouTube or something.
Do all the thing. You know what to do.
Yeah.
They know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what to do? Do that. Hold on. Stay a little uncomfortable.
I don't know. What is it? Hold on.
I only know my
Okay.
part.
Stay a little uncomfortable. Stay a little hungry. Be kind.
Taking growth bites.
Be kind and keep taking growth bites.
Take care.
We're gonna memorize it one day and have it.
This is gonna be like a legit podcast.
Or maybe we'll just write it on the wall so we can just stare at it and remember it every single time. Maybe we can have a little erase board.
Oh yeah.
Or something right there so we can remember and have it.
We're gonna get it.
Spot on.
I almost have it.
But I mean this is us.
This is I mean you get what you
I'm
get.
not gonna be perfect and remember everything. I can barely remember people's names.
No, and we literally, like, no joke, came from the gym.
Yep. I chugged my protein shake.
And anyway.
Yep. All right. Well, stay uncomfortable and keep sending the not gonna lie. Our link is on Instagram, so you can keep sending stories and questions in and all of that.
And we'll put it here
platforms.
too.
Yeah, we'll put it here. We're on Apple and Spotify. Let us know.
And once we get like good furniture, because we just roll with this. We're like, we should start a podcast, and then we just did this.
We just sat down.
Yeah. We were like, let's get a rope light and sit down.
Yeah.
But once we get a little better with our setup, we definitely want to have people
Yeah.
to interview.
I want to have men on and ask them.
I want to know
what
these
the
things.
fuck is going on in their world.
I would like to have, and it'd be cool to have like a 20-something, a 30-something, a 40-something.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, we can ask Gym Bros.
I don't know who that is.
Gym Bros. Gym Bros.
Okay.
The ones that go to our gym.
Oh, Jim. I thought you were saying Jim. Jim.
Oh, no. We can ask
Gym
them.
Bros. I don't know how old they are, but yeah. I think one of them's my age.
Yeah, and then one of them I think is close
your
to my
age.
age. Yeah. So we'll find people. Don't you worry about it. It's not your job.
Keep sending stuff in. I love hearing this stuff and I love the questions. And I think it's good to talk about this stuff. And I hope that we're providing some sort of guidance or just a new perspective maybe. Or maybe we're just validating that, yes, like you're not crazy. People need to be more accountable.
And please do not be an enabler. Hold people accountable to the shit that they say.
Yes.
If they say they're going to do something, ask them why they haven't fucking done it yet. Or walk away and say, have a good day. Please stop enabling people.
Yes.
I'm tired.
And if you need coaching, holla at your girl.
There, therapy, fucking podcasts. Do whatever you can to hold people accountable.
Done.
Yeah. I don't know. Have a little mini therapy session with me while you're getting your hair ripped out of your face.
It's nice. Yeah.
All right.
All right. That's it. Adios.
Bye.